Welcome to our DARE graduation. At this time, I would like to thank all of you for being here today and for taking time out of your busy schedules. This represents a lot of hard work on the part of these boys and girls in front behind me. And at this time, I would like to call up, please, our essay winners, Vivian Galvez, Truthly Quach, Jayana Marchand, Katrina Fournier, Simona Chapakova, and Ariels Sanchez.
Nice job, everyone. Before we get started, just to go back on what Mrs. Church just said, I want to thank everybody for taking time out of your schedules to come to this special occasion today. These students have worked extremely hard over the last 8 weeks in DARE, and I'm very proud of them. Before we get started, though, just a couple things. We've got a couple requirements in DARE. First is to complete the workbook, and every student has done that. And the other requirement that we have is that everybody does a DARE essay, which all students have completed that. And last but not least is a poster. And we'll announce the poster contest winners here at the very end. But before we go any further, I want to direct your attention to my right, okay? We got some very special guests here today. First, we have the mayor of Glendale Heights, Linda Jackson. Big round of applause for her. We've got our secretary, Becky Heibel. From the Glendale Hospital, we've got Lisa Grigsby. Building our graduation day is Mark Radeball. Taking graduation is Investigation Secretary Maureen Pope. And obviously I want to, you guys don't think we need introductions here, but for our teachers here, Mrs. Gerwin, who's absent today, and we have Mrs. Church, our principal, we all know her. Mrs. Schaefer and Mrs. Wright. And Mrs. Lombardo. I think I got her already. All right. Just a couple things that we've learned and we've talked about over the last 8 weeks. We've covered a lot of different topics. We've covered the gateway drugs. We've talked about alcohol, tobacco, marijuana. We've also talked about ways to report bullying. That seems to be a hot topic these days. And, we've addressed those issues with bullying, how to report them, and what to do if something like that comes about in the school or outside of school. We've talked about ways to relieve peer pressure and stress, which a lot of these kids these days have a lot of stress and pressure on them, ways of different avenues to take their talents and not to revert to using drug use or committing crimes. Next is effective communication, and I think the most important thing that I think we learned in this class was to be critical thinkers and to be able to get ourselves out of a bad situation when one arises. So I think the resistance strategy part of this lesson that we talked about in the last 8 weeks is really important. But before I go any further here, I want to call up our essay winner for the 5th grade. And her name is Ariels Sanchez. Give her a round of applause. She'll be coming up here in just a minute to read her essay. And she did a fantastic job. And her essay really kind of reflects what the DARE program is all about. So I'm going to go ahead and hand the microphone over to Ariel. Okay?
Did you know that even if you don't smoke, you can still get sick, hurt, or even die if you breathe in the smoke? That's called secondhand smoke, and one of the many things I learned from Officer Garuki from DARE. DARE stands for Drug Abuse Resistance Education, and taught me all about avoiding drugs, making good choices, and dealing with bullying. What I learned has helped me a lot, and I'll definitely use it again in the future. Taking drugs can lead to disastrous consequences, but there are ways to avoid them. You might think smoking just a couple cigarettes will do no harm to your body, but it can affect your brain. In cigarettes, there is a substance called nicotine, which slows down the blood flow to the brain. That can lead to addiction. Then you just can't resist the urge to smoke. One way to avoid drugs is, if a friend asks you if you want to smoke, then all you have to say is no. Saying no and walking away is one of the easiest ways to avoid taking drugs. Other ways are giving a good reason or excuse, changing the subject, or using humor. Bad choices can lead to bad consequences also. Another thing Dare taught us was decision-making and good choices. Making good choices will have good outcomes and you won't get in trouble. Bad choices have negative outcomes and can get you in big trouble and maybe even affect your health. That's why Officer Grulke taught us the DARE decision-making model. DARE is also the acronym for this model: define, assess, respond, and evaluate. The first step is define, describe the problem. The second step is assess. Think about the choices you have and what are the outcomes of each choice is. The third step is respond. Make a choice based on what you know. The final step is evaluate. Review your choice and see if you made a good choice or a bad choice. I have used the DARE decision-making model at school. There was this kid who was saying mean and untrue things about my friend. My friend was getting really upset. I went over the steps in my head. I described the problem to myself. My friend was getting bullied, and if this didn't get solved, then the bullying could get worse. I thought of my choices. Either ignore it and probably ruin my friend's life forever, or help my friend. I made my choice. I held my friend out. I told my teacher about it and tried to comfort my friend, saying that things were under control. Since then, there have been no reports of bullying from the kid. I had made a good choice. As you can see, the DARE decision-making model has helped me, and hopefully it will help you as well as it helped me. I'll be sure to use it again in the future and help my friends even more. So from what I've told you, hopefully you will lead a better life and make this world a better place. Remember to always say no to drugs, use the DARE decision-making model, and stop bullying. And never, ever take drugs. For I pledge that I will never take drugs and that I will lead a better life for myself and for other people by setting an example.
All right, go my other essay winners to come to the table. Mrs. Schaefer is going to give you some prizes for your hard work. So the students that did the pledge, that just came up here to do the pledge, come on up. Everybody over here will look at both here. You guys ready? Okay. One more. Ready? All right, let's give them another round of applause. All right, we're going to go ahead and give the students their certificates here in just a moment. We're going to call the teachers off in alphabetical order. So if I could have Ms. Gerwin, who's absent, Mrs. Schaefer is going to read Mrs. Gerwin's class on her behalf. If I could get our community leaders to come up to the tables here to hand out our prizes. Underside the table. Yeah, just on the side of the table. You can stay back there. Mayor, and you want to stay back there. Because they're going to come through this way, Steve. How we doing? Yeah, that's fine. You're good. We're good. We're good.
That's good.
Let's try to figure out our traffic pattern here. Traffic pattern.
Brandon Carrera. Jason Kuzno. Elise DeTore. Sharon Strasser. Vivian Galvez. Dejane Gary. Isla Gomez. Milan Hill. Shania Moore. Krish Patel. Smith Patel. Ricky Patina. Marissa Peralt. Truthfully Clash. DJ Rose. Brendan Saldana. James Smith. And Thomas Satella.
Great job.
Congratulations, Mrs. Gervais. Let's give them another round. Dana Bostic. Isabella Campos. Jada Cruz. Shia Davenport. Lupe Davenport. Alfredo Cisa. Katrina Fournier.
Great.
Eleni Gomez. Angela Gonzalez. Lupita Gonzalez. Jana Machan. Victor Marquez.
put your name on it.
And David Toda. And let's give Ms. Schaefer's class another round of applause.
Okay, and from Mrs. Wright's class, Christopher Alcantar. Paradise Blackwell.
Great job.
Oh, you know what? I didn't go in the right order. I went vertically instead of horizontally. And you guys did the right thing. So, Paola Alonso. Perla Barrera. Paradise Blackwell. Carlos Carvajal. Simona Chakakova. Brian Davalos. Genesis Diaz. Treasure Frost. Evelyn Guemes. Dina Jovanovic. Carl Kaloje. Angel McCoy. Amber Mejia Johnson. After I did it in the wrong order. Elena Miguel. I'm sorry. Felipe Molina. Jackson Nguyen. Ryan Yen.
Okay. Great job. Put your name on it. There we go. Great job. You are
Amy Pineda. Lizette Ruiz. Ariel Sanchez. And Eddie Silvertooth.
great job.
Oh, here's Lizette. So what did you get? Oh. You're Louise. This is the other Lizette.
Okay, and she's got the wrong certificate too.
Okay, they've got You're Lizette Louise.
Okay.
So this is,
Oh, I did it all right. Okay.
you did it right.
All right, let's give it up to our 2014 Hull Husky Deer graduates. They worked extremely hard over these last weeks, 8 weeks, and I'm very proud of them. A lot of hard work went in these last 8 weeks, and I tell you what, this is a fun school to work with always. In my 5 years that I've been over here at Hull School, this group of students, these group of teachers have been phenomenal, and it's not going unrecognized. I want to just thank the teachers here. I got a special prize from over there. I don't know if the microphone cord goes all the way over that far, but I want to thank Mrs. Schaefer, Mrs. Wright, Mrs. Gruen, for giving me the opportunity to come into the classroom and teach every day that we had there. It was all various days. I also want to thank Mrs. Church for giving me the opportunity to come into school too as well. Without further ado, I have some gifts for you guys right over here. Mrs. Schaefer knows where they are right in front of you. So that's my token of appreciation for giving me the opportunity to come in here. I appreciate it. Thank you. Let's give a round of applause for our teachers and principals.
Church, we just wish to thank Officer Brokey. He's been with us for 5 years. He's helped our kids learn some valuable lessons to take away to middle school to help them be successful. So let's give Officer Brokey another round.
The poster contest winners. I know this is the favorite, and I know the students have asked me when I've come up to the hall school here in the last several weeks to check around and collect the reports. So we're going to do this class by class. We'll announce the poster winners first in Mrs. Gerwin's class. Okay? So what we'll do as soon as I announce the essay winners, or the poster winners, I'll have you guys get your posters, we'll take a picture, then you can collect your prizes afterwards. Okay? So we ready here? All right. In third place, in Mrs. Gerwin's class for the poster contest winner is James Smith. Come on up. Great job on the poster. Okay. In second place, looks like we got another two-time winner today. Vivian Galvez. Vivian, come on up here. Come on up. Just hold on to your poster there. And the winner in Mrs. Gerwin's class is Ailey Gomez. All right. I'm going to go over here. Maureen, I'm just going to take a quick photo. Okay.
So, I don't know. You want to hold James's?
All right, let's give it up to the poster winners of Mrs. Gerwin's class. Okay, Mrs. Schaefer's class. You ready over there? Okay, in third place in Mrs. Schaefer's class is Jada Cruz. In second place is Ezekiel Medina. And the winner of Mrs. Schaefer's class is Emmanuel Medina. All right, let's give it up to the poster winners of Mrs. Schaefer's class. All right, last but certainly not least, Mrs. Wright's class for poster winners. You ready, Miss Wright? Okay. In third place is Eveline Gomez. In second place is Perla Barrera. And in first place, a two-time winner today is Simona Chacova. one more time, let's give it up to our hall graduates. And as you guys know, I'm very proud of you guys. To all my students, first of all, I want to congratulate you. Our time together went quickly. But remember, the skills you've learned will help you forever. Continue to make good choices, good decisions, resist negative pressures, and you will achieve your goals. Okay? Take these skills that you've learned here and there and utilize them when you go to middle school and on. Okay? You guys did a great job. I'm proud of you. And this is the first step of many. Okay? So, congratulations. I'm going to hand the microphone over to Mrs. Church for a very important dismissal instructions. Okay? I think she did that at the beginning just to clarify everything. Parents, I want to thank you for coming to the graduation. Without you guys, this is not possible. I also want to just thank a few agencies and departments that have made this possible. I want to thank Adventist Wellness Hospital for donating the t-shirts for the students. I also want to thank the Low Country Buffet for helping our Dare Support our Dare program, and the Brunswick Zone for helping out too. I also want to thank the community leaders for coming out today to give them a huge round of applause for being here today. Okay, Mrs. Church, it's all yours.
Parents, once again, I want to thank you all for taking the time to come here. We know that we work together with these kids, and I have to tell you, this is a wonderful, wonderful group of boys and girls, and we couldn't be prouder of them. I am so proud of each and every one of you. Eyes on me. I am very, very proud of you. Well done. Good job. You've worked hard, and this is the result of that hard work, so congratulations to all of you.